Coming up on Mountain News this morning, icy roads and wintry temperatures cause some trouble for first responders here in the region, and ice and snowfall cause a finger-licking event in our region to begin behind schedule.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning to you. It's 5:30 on this Tuesday morning. I'm Dakota Makris. Good morning to you. And let's take a look at that not so finger-licking forecast with Brandon Robinson. Brandon, it's not, I mean, I don't know. It's always something with this forecast.
Yeah,
so.
It's always something. And you actually asked me, I guess you talked to Evan last night about the summertime.
Yeah, I was like,
summertime, is it going to be, we don't know. We're just trying to make it through this week.
You know, right now in 2022, it's just a day-by-day, minute-by-minute cases with the weather.
Exactly. So we're just trying to keep a handle on it. But we do have a new system that we're tracking already just after the last one departed and left its bounty for us this morning. We see on top of Buffalo Mountain, as we take a look at the cameras this morning, things a little bit snow-covered up there still. We're going to continue to see some icy roads out there, so slow it down and be careful. Temperatures in the teens now in Monticello, 19 there, 21 in London, 23 in Wise. A lot of folks in the mid to upper 20s there, so we're going to stay kind of close to that. Some folks are several degrees colder than they were this time yesterday morning, but some folks like Middlesboro, just a touch warmer there at 1 degree warmer. Moorhead's 2 degrees warmer, and Hazard is exactly where they were this time yesterday. Breakfast forecast, get your bowls out. Maybe some kids going back to school. Some of you maybe not because of the closings and delays at the bottom of your screen. You can get those too at WYMT.com. But you'll see, regardless if you're going back or not, you're going to have some cloudy skies to start, some slick roads, and then as temperatures get above freezing a little bit later today with some sunshine, that should melt before our next system comes into play as early as tomorrow. Sunrise this morning, 7:46, sunset at 5:42. Dakota.
All right, Brandon, thank you. Kentucky State Police announced their response team is investigating a trooper-involved shooting. Officials said the shooting happened late Saturday night in Whitley County while responding to a domestic call about a man who fired shots inside his home and refused to let his wife or children leave. Several officers with the Williamsburg Police Department and the Whitley County Sheriff's Office tried to negotiate with the suspect, which did not work. Police said the suspect aimed his gun at them before a trooper fired, which then hit the man. The man was flown to UK Hospital, where officials say he is still in critical condition. Deputies in Laurel County are searching for a man last seen more than 1 week ago. They tell us 36-year-old Jason Mays was last seen off Ray Johnson Road near East Bernstadt on January 8th. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Laurel County Sheriff's Office. Well, the snow is behind us for now, but treacherous road conditions remain, creating a challenge for EMS crews. During snowstorms, they're usually continuously responding to crashes, but this time around, people seemingly just stayed home, keeping the number of crashes low. But as Emily Bennett reports, the challenge can be getting to patients on unplowed roads.
Station 1 for calling 8th area.
That is a big concern, trying to get to a patient when they need help.
Slick and unplowed roads, a challenge EMS crews are facing after the storm.
No one had been out there. We stuck an ambulance up. We got it out, got to the patient, got to the hospital, but it was a challenge.
To make the trip safer and easier for ambulances, Cabell County EMS Director Gordon Mary says they have their own plows that go with the EMS crews, especially in rural areas throughout the county.
If they have a call and they're stuck or they can't get in, we'll plow in for them.
Plowing a path to get patients to the hospital as quickly as possible.
We always get there. It might take us a while, but we've always get help, get someone, we get to the patient.
Already short-staffed and busy with calls, Mary worried the storm would overwhelm them with accidents Sunday night.
When it snows, that's a big problem on the interstate especially.
But he says traffic was light and crews didn't see any major crashes.
We're not having to deal with an accident, which takes up a lot of time and equipment.
Mary saying this shows the importance of staying off the roads, letting emergency crews work.
People stayed home, minimal wrecks. We won the battle.
But the battle is not quite over.
I worry about tonight when all this freezes. The ice is really hard to deal with.
And until the ice melts, response times will be longer.
If it's your loved one, you want us there yesterday, and we want to be there as quick as possible.
Emily Bennett, WSAZ News Channel 3, Cabell County.
Now, Cabell County has one Humvee ambulance it used Sunday night. The ambulances also have spot chains to help drive in the ice. First responders here in eastern Kentucky are also seeing some trouble on the roads. Firefighters from Greenup and Little Sandy Volunteer Fire Department were rushing to a home along State Route 1, preparing to battle a fire bursting through the roof. Dispatchers say everyone made it out safely, including some pets, but roads were slick, making it difficult for crews to get their equipment to the scene. Fire marshals around the region are urging caution this winter.
With it being cold weather, we encourage people to use space heaters properly. Keep them 3 feet away from anything, plug them directly into a wall outlet. Only use them when you're at home. If you have to leave, unplug that space heater. That's how we're going to prevent these winter fires is just be safe and make sure you have working smoke alarms so that we don't have the next fatal fire.
Crews say they were also focused on keeping their gear in motion so nothing would freeze in the snow. The nearest water source was a fire hydrant half a mile up the road at a nearby Wendy's. The snow forced the city of Lexington to cancel Monday's Martin Luther King Jr. Freedom March, but the city did hold its virtual commemorative program. It was originally scheduled to be in person, but was moved virtual due to COVID-19. Several officials spoke, including Lexington Mayor Linda Gorton, Governor Andy Beshear, and a keynote address from U.S. Senator Raphael Warnock, who was once the pastor at Martin Luther King Jr.'s former congregation in Georgia.
We are doing something to give back to the community, not just marching in commemorative of the holiday, but to use the holiday to enhance the needs of those who are around us and be supportive of them, which we're doing, and bringing the community to help support those efforts.
A virtual program was held at 7 Monday evening called Martin's Voice in the 21st Century. It was streamed on the Francis Street First Baptist Church's Facebook page. As well as Monday being Martin Luther King Jr. Day, boxing legend and Louisville native Muhammad Ali would have turned 80 years old yesterday. A blood drive was hosted at Louisville's Ali Center in his honor in observation of Natural Blood Donor Month. Dozens lining up to roll up their sleeves. Right now, the Red Cross is experiencing a blood shortage. It's at a 10-plus year low for this time of year.
That this can make a difference in patient care. I mean, doctors are having to make decisions on who might get a transfusion and who might not get a transfusion. And so we want everyone to get the medical care that they need. And so that's why it's very important.
The blood drive wrapped up at 5, but there's plenty of ways you can help. You can visit redcrossblood.org to locate more blood drives. Among other things, the city of Corbin is famous for fried chicken, but local tourism officials want to prove that the Colonel is not the only one with the secret recipe. Every year, local restaurants come together with a great special, but wintry conditions overshadowed what should have been day one. Our Zach Hawk has more.
Monday is supposed to be the start of finger-licking chicken week in Corbin, but Mother Nature had other plans.
All of our restaurants, if not all of our restaurants, were closed today due to wanting to protect the safety of their employees and potential customers.
The snowstorm on Sunday left side roads and back roads in dangerous shape, delaying the start of an annual tradition that is very important to local businesses.
Burger Week is a big one, and then this chicken thing is huge. I mean, they get to come and they get to try everybody's different food, and it's almost like a game.
That is because 14 restaurants across the city create signature chicken dishes and then sell them for only $6.
It's not like a competition where who's got the best sandwich or this, that, and the other. It's just we have a good time just putting a product out, and we get to pick what product we want.
But it is not all fun and games. Mon Holland says that this is the first big push of the year to bring customers to local businesses and get money flowing in the region. And for participating businesses, that's the real goal.
It's not so much that it means so much to my business as it does the town.
Giving the town a chance to make some money during a time of the year when tourism is typically low. In Corbin, Zach Hawk, WYMT Mountain News.
Well, officials and business owners told us they are excited to see better road conditions and open business signs to properly kick off the week. Well, just ahead this morning, today we celebrate a silly, honey-loving bear who quickly became an entertainment icon.
While the active weather has stopped for now, we have more on the way, and it could bring some issues for Thursday morning. I'll have your first call for snow in about 3 minutes.
Folks,